Hello, my friends. Do you have this question? Have you found yourself wrestling with this question? Should you launch a recession ready offer? Perhaps you have been considering launching a new service or response a new service or product in response to some of the economic turmoil that we're seeing as a result of the COVID crisis. Potentially, you may be concerned that your current offerings will not sell in today's economy. Now, during tough economic times, entrepreneurs have been known to execute incredible pivots to meet the needs of their customers. But there is a right way and a wrong way to do this. I'm Eleanor Beaton, a business and leadership coach for women entrepreneurs. And in this edition of the 2% Scaling Strategies for Women Entrepreneurs, I'm going to share some very valuable information. So, the first thing that I'll share are three key things that you need to know about how buying behavior, about how buying psychology has shifted over the course of the last 4 weeks. I'm also going to give you some input into how to tell if you need that you even if to tell if you even need to launch a new offer this quarter. And then if you do decide that you need to launch a new offer, I'll give you some insight into how to do that. And I know for many of you, you're concerned if I launch this new offer, how will this impact the things that the products and services I'm already offering through my business? So we will get to that as well. If you are joining me live for the 2% live stream, please go ahead and introduce yourself in the comments. Say hello. Let us know where you're joining us from. And please let me know any questions that you have been wrestling with around whether or not to launch a new offering given the economic challenges that we are dealing with globally. So thanks so much for joining us and welcome. And here's what I want to be sure that you know. I have created a powerful on-demand training that answers one of the biggest questions that business owners have right now, which is how do I market during a crisis? How do I market intelligently, respectfully at a time like this? It's an excellent question. There is a real opportunity for brands and companies who really position their companies like the leaders that you are. Head on over to adversitymarketing.com. That's adversitymarketing.com. Head on over. You'll see a brand new on-demand training webinar. It's a 40-minute training that I created to answer some of the biggest questions that our audience has around marketing through adversity. So adversitymarketing.com. Okay. Here's what you need to know. There has been a large body of research that looks at how buying psychology changes during a recession or how people buy differently during an economic downturn. And in fairness, I use the term recession inaccurately here because, of course, a recession is 2 or more periods of negative economic growth. We haven't seen that yet. But regardless, we are in a downturn. We are absolutely seeing some economic turmoil. And this is affecting small business owners and women entrepreneurs across the board. And what you need to understand, it's also impacting your customers, whether those are B2B customers or B2C customers. And what you need to know is that they buy differently. And to sort of narrow it down to the 3 core shifts that your customers are going through right now. They want insanely simple, they want insanely valuable, and they want insanely immediate. Okay. Insanely simple, insanely valuable, and insanely immediate. So I'll dive into those, but understand that crises focus buyers, focus humans on the things that are most important to them. So let me give you an example. Let's say you are, so this is definitely a make-believe example. Let's say that you are packing up your belongings to head out to the airport to go for a weekend trip to Paris with some of your best girlfriends, okay? Imagine being able to do that at a time like this. So let's pretend that it's, 6 months from now, or the entire world is different. We can actually fly places. We can actually travel and be in close contact with our friends. So you're packing up your bags to go for a weekend to Paris with your best girlfriends. So you're sort of leisurely packing up your things. You're deciding, do I take this? Do I take that? You know what? Heck, I'll take both things. You know what? Forget it about taking on carry on. I'm going to pay the $30 to take a suitcase, and I'm taking all the things with me to Paris. I'm just not going to choose. I'm just going to take it all. It's going to be great. And I don't mind. I'll pay some extra money. It's all good. So that's what happens during regular times. Well, now let's say that you're getting ready to leave your house because it's on fire. Guess what? You're grabbing your kids, you're grabbing your partner, and you're heading out the door. There's no waffling. There's no, complicated decisions. You are very clear in that moment on what's important to you right now. Okay. A crisis focuses you on what is important. And when we look at consumer psychology during downturns, the same is true for them or for us. We're consumers. So today, the economy is in turmoil, and we are seeing major shifts in buying behavior over the last 4 weeks. So we are absolutely seeing, and this lines up with the research around consumer behavior during downturns, increased price sensitivity. We are seeing people delaying purchases that they don't see as important or somehow critical to their well-being right now. And we're also looking at consumers who are really searching for solutions that solve overwhelm rather than perpetuating it. Okay, so these are the three things. So what do these shifts in buying behavior mean for you, the entrepreneur? Well, again, in order to great businesses solve a gap in the market, they identify a need and they solve it, and they really meet their customers where they're at right now. So these shifts that we're seeing in buying behavior, and I'll reiterate them: increased price sensitivity, delaying purchases that they might not see as important, and looking for solutions that solve overwhelm rather than perpetuate. In the work that we're doing, I end up, I'm physically socially isolating, but speaking to dozens of people, different people each week through the work that I do. And I am absolutely seeing that people are smart, accomplished, brilliant people, are dealing with overwhelm. The circumstances that we're experiencing right now are unprecedented. And so to meet consumers where they're at, it's really important that you are helping to solve that overwhelm, helping to address the overwhelm rather than having complex markets and the complex offers in the marketplace that actually, perpetuate that overwhelm. So, what do these shifts in buying behavior mean for you? A couple of different things. And I know many of you are really taking a look. Again, you're wrestling with this question: should I put something new into the market, or do I double down on what I already offer? That's a great question. And what I would encourage you to do, my tip for you, is to really evaluate the things that you sell right now. Evaluate the things that you offer, the products or the services that you offer right now, and ask yourself, do I need to reinvent the wheel, or simply modify the wheel, or reposition, like fix or alter my messaging around the offer I currently have? So you want to ask yourself, with respect to this offer, is it insanely simple? Is it insanely valuable? Is it insanely immediate? Okay. So here's an example. If you have a business where you provide strategic planning, you help organizations, small and medium sized businesses, make 24-month strategic plans, you might want to think to yourself about offering a 90-day plan as an example. Okay. Something that really meets people where they are at, which is right now for the largest category of purchasers, they're optimistic about the future, but they have significant concerns about what's going on in the short term. Okay. So that's an example. So ask yourself, is my offer simple? Is it easy to use? Is it easy to access? Am I complicating their life? Am I making their life more complicated right now? So is it insanely simple? Is it insanely valuable? So again, the majority of consumers out there have not slammed on the brakes completely. They are continuing to invest in things that they see as essential, or that are critical to their overall well-being. So it's really important that you are clear on the value of your offers and that you are communicating those with your client base or potential client base. And then also, is it insanely immediate? Does it solve the immediate need? Is this something that's going to, that's a super long term, that they can't realize the benefits of this for months or years? Understand that right now, people are very focused on what's in front of them and on really solving and dealing with the situation that is right now versus 6 months from now, 12 months from now. Okay. So is it insanely immediate? So insanely simple, insanely valuable, and insanely immediate. These are the key things. And if they're not those things, if your current offers are not those things, how might you modify to make them so? Or if they are those things, simple, valuable, and immediate, how can you make sure that in your messaging and positioning, you are articulating those three attributes, and you're sharing that widely inside your messaging? Okay. So that's tip number one, evaluate your offers. Number two, if you do decide, you know what, the offers that I have are not lining up here. They're not, they're great, but for right now, I think I do need to launch a new offer. You want to ensure that it is crystal clear how this is different from your existing offers. Okay. And this is really important. The confused mind can't buy. So you want to make sure that anything you are releasing to the marketplace, you are really differentiating it from other things inside your wheelhouse. But I will say, which brings me to strategy number three, or tip number three. This is a time of massive innovation. I work with women entrepreneurs from around the globe. And what I will tell you is that, yes, small businesses and women entrepreneurs are facing incredible challenges right now. But the level of creativity, of grit, of resilience, of innovation that I am seeing, of just humanity, but creativity, innovation, resilience, and grit is absolutely remarkable and inspiring. And this is so true of entrepreneurs. Crises, challenges, forces small businesses to innovate. So this is a time of huge innovation. I'm seeing it. I know you're feeling it. And for some of you, understand that the innovations and pivots that you make over the next 90 days, and hopefully what I've shared with you here is useful to help you inform your thinking around that. The shifts and changes that you make over the next 90 days are going to have a powerful impact on your business. And remember, if you have an offer that can help the marketplace right now, make it. Bring it out. This is the time. People really need support in the marketplace. The world needs support, and the world needs small businesses to continue being the engine and to continue being successful. So if you know that you have a powerful offer that either you need to modify, reposition, or launch new that is going to help people, whether it's a product or service, make that offer. It is time. This is the time for entrepreneurs to lead with courage and to innovate. So thanks so much. If you have additional tips, please be sure to share them in the comments to this video and share it with someone who you think would benefit. And for more tips, you need to go check out my on-demand training, adversitymarketing.com. It answers some of the biggest questions that business owners have right now about how to market effectively, respectfully, in a way that builds your brand and recognition and visibility through these times of tumult. adversitymarketing.com. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I so appreciate just checking in. All right. Excellent. Okay. Thanks everybody for watching. I can't see the questions. So I will go back later and answer them in the comments. Thanks so much for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.